Okay, Mark, so in the driver door are your two buttons on the top there for each window, button for the trunk below that, and then this button down there will put your top up and down. The button up on the top is for your side view mirrors to adjust them. A little quirky kind of Aston Martin way of doing things. Take this button here, push it to the right, and you see that lights up. Then use this little toggle switch to adjust the mirror up, down, left, right. Push it to the left, you'll see the left side light up. Use that toggle switch to adjust your mirrors up, down, left, right. One other thing I want to show you is the side view mirrors. Now they'll fold automatically in when you lock the car, but if you want to, or say accidentally, they're folded in, you don't know how you did it, it's using this switch right here. If I push it and hold it to the left, the mirrors will fold in on both sides. To get them back out, push and hold this to the right, and the mirrors will fold out. Down here, this is the lower left side. Here's your steering wheel. Then right down here, that's your light switches. Just leave it in automatic the way it's set right now. Then you also have a switch for your running lights. I just leave everything in automatic. That leaves things, takes care of itself. The little knob down here, below everything, down at the bottom, that controls the brightness of your dashboard lights up above. And coming across. So on the left side of the steering wheel, there's three stalks that you see there. This upper one is your turn signals, and then the knob on the end you twist is the windshield wipers, just like an American car. And your turn signals, your bright lights, flash your bright lights. This little stalk here, that's to adjust the steering wheel, up, down, in and out. And then this lower stalk here is your cruise control. Think of Mercedes. That works exactly like a Mercedes cruise control. And coming across to the steering wheel on this side, of course that button up in the top with the shock absorber on it, that will set your different modes for stiffness when you're driving your suspension. If I push it, it'll change it. You'll see it change on the dash. Now it says plus, and now it says track. Push it again, you're in standard mode. These two buttons right here are for your voice commands. Phone, and also for this down here will hang up the phone. This is answering the phone over here on this side. This hangs up the phone. These are for your, this is for your voice commands. Then over here, this sets your different drive modes for as far as your shift sequence. Normal mode, push it again, you'll see that change to Sport Plus. Push it again, you'll see it on the dash change to track. So push it again, and you go back to normal mode. This button here that says home, I'm going to turn the car on now. Put your foot on the brake. This button here on the center console, this is your center console. Turns to red, just push it. The car starts. Now on the right side of the steering wheel, you'll see this little home button here and return button. This home button, both of those buttons are controlling what you're seeing in this screen right here on the right side of the dash. So if I hit this, it takes me to my menu for that side of the dash. You can bring up your trip window, and then using this button, this scroll here, scroll up and down the menu. So you've got trip, you can bring your navigation screen up there. You can bring the radio up there, or media if you're listening to media, or your telephone up there. Also, it'll bring up your service reminders. And then here you can customize the settings that you see over in this screen here. If you want it in kilometers instead of miles, that kind of thing. So how this works is using this scroll button. Go to what you want to. Let's say we want to bring the radio choices up in this window here. So use the scroll button, go down the radio, and then push in on the scroll button. And now that shows me what's going on the radio. Now I can use this scroll button and change radio stations if I want to. And if I push it again, then I could change if I want AM, FM, or satellite radio. And this button here will take me back, just like that, works the same as the button over in the center console, taking you back to your last window you were in. So in other words, in this window here, I can have my navigation. That's what it looks like, because there's no, if there was a destination in there, it would show me what the next step is on my destination. Radio, I can actually control my radio from here, change radio stations. Media, telephone, if I have a phone book in here, it'll bring up my phone book. I can use the scroll button, highlight the person I want to call, push in on this, and it'll call them. It's kind of like a duplicate of what you're seeing on the main screen over there. So you could have your navigation as your main screen over there, and over here have your radio stations. It's a nice feature. Home button, again, takes me back to this. And I'll go back to what we were at, trip. And trip here tells me how many miles we were, how far we can go on the tank of gas. If you have a destination or you have a trip set up, then that's what these controls tell you. So that's the features on the steering wheel on this side. Again, on this side, this is for voice commands, phone, answer. On this side, hang up. Here in the center console, heated seats, just tap it. Same thing over on the passenger side. Your climate control system, this right here, push it, goes in auto mode. Up here on the dash, you'll see it says auto. This button here that says menu, this is just for your climate control. If I push that down, like a toggle switch, then the whole climate control system comes on up here. If I want to go back home, because this is not a touch screen, down here at the center console is a home button. Right here. Push that, and that brings that screen back to here. If I want to change what I'm looking at there, this knob, just turn it. And as I turn it, I'll scroll through the different menus that I want to be in. And if I say I want to pick phone, just push down on it. Now I'm in the phone. Once I'm in this mode, then you'll see there's a top portion, a middle portion, a bottom portion of the screen. Using this knob, if I push it this direction, it'll highlight this top portion of the screen. See where phone is lit up? Then I can just turn the knob, and I can scroll through my different menus on the top of the screen. Say navigation, then I push down on it, and I'm in the navigation screen. Now if I want to change out of this, just take this knob, either push it forward or go back. Now I'm on the bottom portion of the screen. If I want to go to the middle portion of the screen, push it up. Now I'm in the middle portion of the screen. You see that's highlighted. Push it up one more time. Now I'm in the top portion of the screen again. And I can go to radio, for example, just by pushing down on this. Change radio stations, just turn the big knob. It's a pretty simple system. You also have these buttons here along the sides. I can push one of these buttons down, like this says navigation. That'll take me to the navigation screen. I can push the telephone button. That'll take me to the telephone screen. Media, just what it says. Radio, just what it says. This here, if I push down on that, will turn on the cameras. So let's say you're pulling in a garage. You want to see the front wall. That's what I'm looking at right now. There's the front wall, the garage door in front of me. I can see how close I'm coming. If I put the car in reverse, that camera will automatically come on. This button roll right here is volume for the radio. Let's push radio.
Than anyone else.
So this is volume for the radio, and then the button on the left-hand side of the steering wheel that scrolls up and down by the microphones, that's also your volume, up or down. So either there or over here. And if I push down on either one of these buttons, let's say I push down on this button, that mutes it. Climate control system, if you want to manually override, you can just turn this and you'll see the temperature change up here. This knob on this side changes the temperature over here. If I want to sync both sides together, just push this menu button. And you'll see that there. Now again, using this knob, push it back. I'm down on the bottom part of the screen. Sync.
So when everything goes electric, we'll be ready.
Now these upper buttons here, menu, air conditioning, of course, like it says. There's your defrost in the rear, defrost in the front. This is your dome lights, which you have two up on top here. That's the switch for the driver's side, switch for the passenger side. Lock, unlock. It's a weird position, but remember they're up here on the screen. And this button here, if you want to manually override the climate control system, you can control where you want the air to be blowing on you. See, as I push this, you'll see the screen change here.
Save on select PCs powered by the latest 12th gen Intel
down in this
processors
section.
like thin and light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories.
And if I want to go back to auto mode, just push that, and it'll take care of it all on its own.
Ask Dell. That's 87. Wait, aren't these all
Turn the car off. Just push this button.
Every person counts.
Let's go. Now we're going to go back home here again. Sorry. I'm going to go down to the bottom. That's another window. That's if you want to, in your phone book, or you want to rename these windows a different way. Totally unnecessary in my opinion. This button here always takes you back to the previous screen you were in. So now, I'm on the phone screen here. I want to go back up here. I'm down in this part. So if I just take this knob again, push it forward, I'm in the middle of the screen, push it forward again, now I'm up in the top. And if I go over here where it says vehicle, push down on this knob, Now this is where you can customize your car. This has all the settings for the car. It's vehicle settings. Push down on that. Okay. Acoustic lock feedback if you like to hear when your doors lock. Easy entry exit. If I pick that, for example, I push down on this button. Now I turn the knob. I can adjust the steering column. I can adjust the steering in the seat. I'm going to push down on that again. So what that's going to do is when I turn the car off, open the door, the seat will go back and the steering column will go up, make it easy to get in and out of the car. Here you can adjust the interior lights inside the car. Motion sensor if you want that on or off inside the car. Tow-away alarm. Exterior lighting, how long you want your lights to stay on. I can, for example, push down on this. That lights up. And I could turn it 15 seconds. Push down on that again, that locks that in. Now if I hit this back button, that'll take me back to the main screen. There's your camera. I'm still in the vehicle settings. That's to adjust your time in the car. Now I'm back to the vehicle settings. If I hit this back again, just keep going back. I'm back to the main screen. Go across the top by turning this knob. Go back to radio. Push down on the big knob. Push down on it. And I'm back in the radio.
Candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description.
One other thing I want to show you is you got your paddle shifter here, upshift, downshift. The minute you start using those, your car will go into manual mode, and you will see
if you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar,
in the center here, it's not going to do it because I'm not out on the street, but you will see that change to manual and it'll show a number instead of the letters. If you want to go back to automatic mode, all you have to do is just push the drive button here and that'll put you back in automatic.
Listen live on the free Odyssey app anytime.
Now the memory seat function and seat adjustments are on the center column. On the driver's side and on the passenger side are on the center column. There, so you can see to adjust the back of the seat, to adjust the bottom of the seat. You can go up, down, any direction you want. Let me see if I can, excuse my clumsiness with the phone. Yes, adjust the back of the seat, adjust the bottom of the seat. And that's your memory seat functions right there. You have 3 of them. Center column, cup holders here. Lift this up. You got a little bit of storage here. There's a pass-through thing right here in the back. Whoops. Hard to see, but you'll see that little button up on top. Just push that and that opens up that center thing. Let's see if I can do that for you. You can see it opens up. And you got some additional storage in there. Now to open the hood, that's on the passenger side down at the footwell on the far right of the car. You can't see it from here, but so I'm on the passenger side of the car, and the latch for your hood is down here. I can't really show it to you, I don't think, because it's too dark down there, but it's right down here. Then once you open the hood with that latch, it'll pop up like it did, and there'll be a little lever right up on the top. You can't miss it. Push it to the left, and there's your engine. I think it's filled up every square inch that can possibly be taken. The trunk, like I said, Open the door, push here. Handle comes out. Unlock the trunk. It's also on the key fob. And there you go. In here, you're going to have a spare, not a spare tire kit, but like an air compressor. Put some air in your tire. You'll have your books for the car. And you got a little bit of space for some small luggage. One last thing, the gas flap, it locks when the car is locked. When the car is unlocked, just push on it. And there you go.